Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude AK Steve, and welcome back to the BBR Week 5 against Matt OShea and the Miami Mints. As always, starting last week as always, my Draft League video is brought to you by Fight Boy. They don't have a slogan, so every video I'm going to make up a slogan off the top of my head, and this week, their slogan is Fight Boy. Wear clothes that a 30-year-old on the internet tells you to wear. I don't know. Check them out. Great stuff. As always. So we have week 5 of the BBR. Last week, Grandmaster D-Ray took me to the bathroom of the Chuck E. Cheese and just had his way with me. Well, it's more Hitmontop than had his way with me. He was just shuffling the whole time. It was like Eddie Gordo back there, just comboing me to death. So this week I got Matt OShea, the Miami Mints. Matt OShea and the Miami Mints. My team is a lot of letter M's there. Charizard, Sylveon, Dragapult, Weezing, which I have. I dropped Xatu for Weezing. I don't think I mentioned that, but I did. Lucario and Ferrothorn, my opponent, has Caparaja, Emolga, Urshifu. Urshifu, Mamoswine, Volibee, and Cinderace. Now, I did not expect him to bring Mamoswine, I obviously expected him to bring Mamoswine. I did not expect him to bring Volibee. Cinderace, I kind of thought he would bring. I did not expect him to bring Emolga either. But Urshifu, it's never going to be pronounced correctly. Don't even bother trying. You can even try to educate me in the comments. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Mamoswine is a threat to my team in a lot of ways, because the only thing that I really had to stop it prior to this week was Ferrothorn, and that gets bodied. Even Weezing doesn't really do all that well against Mamoswine. So I have to kind of try to work my way around that and really minimize the amount of times Mamoswine comes in. Cinderace, of course, always an issue with that court change ability. And there's, Caparaja, which I was a big fan of last year. If you guys followed the Sawsbucks last year, you'll know the Dynamax Caparaja, Gmax Caparaja, I guess technically. Just drop the hammer on the league. Emolga is a mon that I'm gonna have to be aware of because it's fast and it can turn, so I have to kind of try to keep Charizard away from Emolga. But the Volibee's got Defog, so I have to be aware of that. But if I can kind of get rid of Volibee or isolate Volibee, I think Hazards are going to be a big help on this squad, especially against the Mamoswine and the Cinderace. But I have to be aware of court change, and if he wants to, try to do something with that, that's going to be a problem that I'm going to have to address. Sick backpack. You're holding all your losses in there.
That was easy.
We have the same amount of losses on the season, I believe. I think we're both 1-3. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm in 2 leagues now. I could be wrong. I don't know. So I lead with Weezing. I kind of thought he was going to try to counter lead me. He thought I was going to lead with Ferrothorn, so he might have led with Cinderace. And Weezing, I don't mind because I know that I can lead any of Cinderace's moves, and I know that I just want to get damage on this guy very badly. And I didn't want to put Sylveon at risk, and I didn't want to put really anything else at risk. So I kind of have to have Weezing kind of deal with Cinderace here, and I just have to. So he's already at less than half, which is fantastic, because that thing is going to be a huge offensive threat to me, and if I can just kind of get rocks up, even if he comes into court change, he'll take in 25%. So, and he's Life Orb, so his longevity has been hindered. We experienced an enormous amount of problems trying to get this battle to work efficiently. Lots of lag. He brings in Emolga, take a Sludge Bomb, does more than I thought. So far Emolga's at about half. Cinderace is at about half. But I don't want him to be able to hit Weezing anymore. I want Weezing to be able to take another hit from Cinderace. So and Sylveon, I noticed, kind of has the weakest of all the matchups on this team, especially because he's got Caparaja and he's got Mamoswine. So things that can really do a number on Sylveon. And I know that Cinderace gets poison type moves as well. So he U-turns, and I'm happy to see that, because it's allowing me now to see the rest of his, to see his sets. And I Mystical Fire. I predict that. I thought he was going to go into Caparaja, but it doesn't make a difference because it looks like he's Assault Vest anyway. But it's better with that than a Hyper Voice, I suppose. It's weird. The predictions that I make didn't, there was a correct prediction I made, but in the end, it didn't really affect much. That switch out anyway, and he's still at a range where it's going to take 2 hits from almost all of my mons to kill him regardless. So, it's a correct prediction, sure, but, at what cost, I guess. So I go into Wheezing, take anything from the Copperajah, and so as you can see, I'm thinking now for a while. You can see the time ticking down. I'm thinking, am I going to predict? Sure, he's going to switch out. Should I Will-O-Wisp? He's going to go into Cinderace. Is he going to stay in? But I figure I'm just going to Flamethrower. If he switches out, it'll take someone will take a Flamethrower, but I can take him out with probably 2 Flamethrowers. I'll never know, because Wheezing goes down, and Copperajah kills the Wheezing. So now I have to, work my way around that. But I have Charizard for these kind of occasions. So I'm really thinking about what I'm going to do. I'm also thinking about, like, if I bring in Charizard, is he going to switch out of Charizard? Or is he going to predict my switch and go for Rock Slide? Or is he going to just relegate Copperajah for fodder? And so I just go for Flamethrower. Whatever. I figured if he wanted to go into something and take the Flamethrower, then he could have. But yeah, I got rid of the Copperajah. Didn't want to mess around, I guess, with that. And I figured if he wanted to go into something like Volibee or I think really Volibee is the only thing he could switch into safely. I mean, he could have gone into Urshifu if he predicted me to use Flamethrower there. But see, now I can't tell if he's thinking for a long time or if the game just lagging. That's the problem with doing this method, is that sometimes you get a lot of dead time in between. He goes eventually into Eric, the Volibee, and I have Ancient Power, and I figure I'm just 1 Ancient Power away from winning? Question mark? I don't know. I asked a question and followed with question mark. I didn't have to, because it's already a question. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to have to explore that particular reasoning for why I did that. I don't know, is it a deeper meaning that I'm starting to become ingrained in internet culture, that it's now seeping into my real life? Is it possible that this is now my real life, and that everything that happens... Oh, Ancient Power happened too, no more filler. So I don't get the boost, and he goes for a knockoff, get rid of my boots. God. Alright, so anyway, more introspection about, my potential personality and where it's headed as a result of me being on the internet so much. Is it possible... Oh, never mind. So I'm thinking, okay, he's got knockoff, he's probably got Roost, he probably has Defog, and then probably U-turn at that point. You can't really do much to me, and if I just get a boost on, if I get a boost with the Ancient Power, we're in biscuits. We are in biscuits. Don't get the boost, he Roosts. I have Roost also, and I have to try to now decide. I don't think he knows I have Roost, so I think he's going to play the game of he's just trying to stall me out while dealing damage to myself so he can U-turn out while I'm at a low amount of HP. But if I can time that right, I can Roost up while he U-turns and be at essentially max HP. And that'll be nice. I'll be able to take rocks if he gets them up. Which, it's unlikely now, but again, he still has Court Change. Cinder's alive, so it's got to be an ever-present thought. I go over Air Slash, maybe I get a flinch, and I do. Kind of a useless flinch there. Because it just kind of allowed me to not use Ancient Power PP. But I'm back on the Ancient Power grind because I'm trying to get that boost. I'm just one boost away. From dying to Aqua Jet from Urshifu. But if I can get enough HP right now, I live in Aqua Jet. That's great news. He Roosts again, and I realize that I have 5 Ancient Powers left because I understand what numerals are, and I get that, I understand... figure out, and I get what they mean quantity-wise. I understand their value based on what they look like. I Air Slash again, and I miss, and he U-turns, and that's disappointing. I'm not happy at all about that. But it's it depends on what he goes into. I can make Volibee versus Charizard happen again in the future, and we can revisit that riveting exchange. It's like Toguro versus Yusuke. So he goes into fuck you, Matt. You named that thing Giannis because you wanted to beat me and you want me to lose to Giannis. Fuck that shit. I'm sick of battling people and they name their best sleeping mon Giannis because if it wins, they go, haha, the best player on the team you like is the one that beat you. How do you feel about that? And maybe angry. Angry. He Aqua Jets me. I figured he'd have that. I Iron Barbs and all that great stuff. So he probably has a fighting move. But I am built to live a fighting move. I'm not. That's a lie. I can't. No matter how many times I say that, I can't convince myself of that. But I can switch in a Dragapult in on one of the most potent offensive sweepers of the game because I predict he's going to go for a fighting move. And why would anyone in their right mind go into a Pokemon as frail as if he predicts this, you're sunk, kid. Sunk. But he didn't predict it. So I have Dragapult. I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to die to a Dragon Darts. I think that's what I'm calculating right here. If he's going to die to Dragon Darts, I don't think he will. So I decided I'm just going to U-turn. If he wants to go into something to take it, then fine. He goes into something. That something is Volibee, which means if you guys thought that the excitement and fun entertainment of Charizard versus Volibee the first time was great, you are not even close to prepared to witness this again. Refill your popcorn. Go to the concession stand. Get another soda. Pump that IV full of caffeine into your veins because we are going for another high-octane offensive exchange between these two titans of their respective battling styles. I roost up to get more HP back. I want to be able to live. He also roosts to get more HP back. So turn one of the books, we both have more HP than we had the previous turn. This is going exactly the way that you all thought it would. It's going to be a slugfest of epic proportions. I don't like using the word epic anymore because I feel like it's been diluted due to the way the internet has just used the word epic, and now it's more of a cringy word. But Sylveon's here, and he U-turns. So in Volibee versus Charizard V2, we both roosted, and then Charizard switched out as Volibee U-turned out. So, you know, sometimes if you blink, you miss certain aspects of history, you know. Sometimes all it takes is you blink at the wrong time, and just like that, you know, you miss a completely impactful moment in the history of mankind. And right there, if you blinked, you would have missed Charizard v Volibee too. But he goes into Cinderace, and this guy is an offensive threat. I have no idea what I want to do. What is he? Is he going to go for a gunk shot? Or a poison? I think it's gunk shot. I have no idea. I have not a clue. I figured we're just going to go for a Shadow Ball. Hope for the best. Maybe we'll, you know, his Shadow Ball plus Life Orb damage will take him out. He's obviously not still thinking. He very clearly picked a move at this point in time, but it's just taking forever because the connection is terrible. He does go for Pyro Ball, and that's going to be a living Sylveon. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to take him out with Shadow Ball. This is going to be great. He's going to die. He's going to die. He's going to be so close to death. He's not dead. The Life Orb, it's going to be close to taking him out the next time he attacks me. He actually might be out of range where he will take me out the next time. So, no, now, more filler. It's just pretty much just filibustering here. So, oh, no, never mind. Life Lee's so close to dying to Life Orb. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He goes for a Pyro Ball, and down goes Sylveon, but I still have, you know, Lucario left. He's got priority. And he's, oh my god, he's got to be at like 2. Found out later he was at 3. So now I'm trying to decide if I'd rather stab myself in the jugular with a 3-pronged fork as opposed to, you know, the 2-pronged forks, which are way less common, but still also way less effective. I have Dragapult, which outspeeds this guy. So if I want to go into that, I can U-turn as he switches into something if he wants to, or he can, you know, stay alive. I don't know. But, you know, I have Charizard at full, Ferrothorn at full, Lucario at full, and Dragapult at full. So, I kind of get the pick of the litter on what I want to go into here and how I want to maneuver my way around what he's going to do. If he goes into something like a Volibee, I can possibly get a, get a Swords Dance out, the OSD, right? I go Bullet Punch, Close Combat, and Extreme Speed. So it's a matter of if I want to just, you know, go for a Bullet Punch, or if I want to go for, or if he dies here, that'd be great news. But he's not. He switches out, and he goes actually into Dante, which is his Emolga. I don't like that at all, because I know what's coming, and he's about to nuzzle the shit out of me. Or Thunder Wave me. He's about to make Lucario unable to perform his priority duties, and I don't like that. There is one Mon, however, that I do not mind getting. I even thought about it. I'm like, damn. I mean, it's not very effective, but this thing's frail as fuck. There's one Mon I don't mind being slower, and that Mon is a Mon that has a move that's a power of its move hinges on its lack of speed, and that's Ferrothorn. Takes 5. And he dealt more to himself than he did to me. So now I know I'm in the driver's seat with Ferrothorn here. I figure I can get Stealth Rocks back up, and that way Cinderace will die on the way in. But Matt OShea, being the consummate professional he is, predicts that. He predicts that on my part. And I get up Stealth Rock as he goes into Cinderace, and I know what's coming. I know what's coming. it's going to be a court change, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it, and that is the worst feeling, because I know that, oh my god, I just cost my Charizard half of my HP. Ridiculous. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed here, and I do not. I'm able to take out this Cinderace, but I have rocks up, and he does not, and I did not want that. Did not want that! So, he was able, if I went for an attack and move there, but why would I have, you know? Why would I have? So he goes into Volibee, and now it's Volibee versus Ferrothorn, and now we have to look at this as a real, you know, I have to look at this as a decision time. Do I want a Gyro Ball? I'm way slower. Do I want to get rocks back up for like Mamoswine to take damage when it comes in, for Volibee to take more damage when it comes back in? I mean, the game is still, you know, 4-4, so we have, or it's 3-4, sorry. So we have, or 4-4, sorry, no, it's 4-4. He goes for Heat Wave, and that does a little bit of damage, but I mean, really not that much. It's 3 a KO, and Gyro Ball does a significant amount, so he's going to have to eventually, you know, decide how he wants to proceed. If he wants to keep trying to roost off, if he wants to prioritize killing Ferrothorn. I, however, have no idea what the fuck to do in this moment, because I am falling apart because I am trying to figure out what is my win condition here. Now that he has rocks up, I can't take an Aqua Jet from Urshifu with Charizard. It's got to be Dragapult, but at this range, you know, without rocks, I can't do damage to the Mamoswine. I can't take him out with Dragon Darts. So he U-turns, and as he is selecting the Mon to bring back in, I am shitting myself because I go, if it's Mamoswine, I'm in real trouble. If he gets Mamoswine in without me getting rocks up, I am in danger of losing this to Mamoswine. And I don't want that. So actually the game bails me out, because the game actually goes, actually, fuck the both of you. That 34 minutes you both just spent can go fuck yourselves. So we decided, let's do it on Showdown, I guess. So we recreated on Showdown, and now the absolute drama is gone. So pick it up where we left off. I Gyro Ball as he roosts. And now we have to finish the game in the worst way possible. So you all get to fucking deal with the stupid shit. The stupid goddamn chat is gonna be all over this fucking screen. There's nothing you can do about it. This is the fault of a lot of people. Okay? So Urshifu comes in to get rocks up, and I guess that's okay. I would have rathered, you know, him taking a body press here or a Gyro Ball. But he close combats me, and I am gonna die so hard. But he's gonna get lower defense, and he's going to get Iron Barbs. And he's going to take Life Orb. So he's at a range where it looks like Dragon Ball can take him out with some Dragon Darts. The old darts. The old D-darts. The old, you know, the old darts. He goes into Volibee, and the reason why I did not want to go for a Dragon Dance there is because if he did not switch out, then I was in trouble, and I did not know if he wanted to switch out or if he wanted to... I don't know if he was going to predict me to predict the switch. But he goes into Mamoswine, and it's great because I have Yachi Berry, and that's absolutely no problem. I'm going to live that shit, going to hit him with the big old Dragon Darts, then we will be in business. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? So now I have to go to Lucario and take an Ice Shard, and that's hope to fucking Christ that I could weasel my way out of this one. So Ice Crash does a lot of damage to me. I don't like it. I don't. He goes into Emolga. And I just go for a close combat because I just wanted to... I probably should have gone for a Swords Dance there. That might have actually won me the game if I went for a Swords Dance. But I guess I didn't want him to not be... it looked like he was choice in some way. I didn't want him to be like Assault Vested or something. Or a Shuckaberry, and I would have lost if I went for a Swords Dance and he just hit me with like a fucking Earthquake. So I Extreme Speed to get some damage. Not enough. Not enough. My Life Orb damage, but he gets some HP back with Drain Punch, which I guess is fine. But because my Life Orb damage, took some HP from me, then obviously it's gonna, reduce the amount of HP he gets back, which is great. So I have Dragapult left, and this is essentially it, right? This is it. He Aqua Jets me. I'm gonna live that, of course. That's gonna obviously, and I'm gonna Dragon Deny Curse Body, which is fine. I would much rather Curse Body against the Mamoswine. So really the only chance I have of winning at this point is Curse Bodying the Mamoswine's Icicle Crash. Because at this point he's probably Scarfed, right? So he Icicle Crash, or if it misses, it'd be great too. So Icicle Crash, And your boy gets it! Your boy gets some vindication on this day! He gets some vindication on this day! Charizard, all you gotta do is take a struggle, my boy! All you gotta do is take a struggle! He took the struggle! Charizard, flying through, Flamethrower, Sawsbucks, 1-0 victory. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. Check out my opponent, Matt OShea. He's a way better player than I'll ever be. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Good night.